honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey,
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Even blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count.
But seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium. Ahead we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Washington football team and the Minnesota Vikings. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Down gets him a couple up to the 27.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Third down.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
13 yards. And the Washington first down.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Play action. It's Kaepernick. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. That's complete. Right around the 8. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield. Inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
At the 44-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
This will call the 6. And all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 24 yards.
Wrong me to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had...
And he will score! Touchdown, Vikings! A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that 3rd element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Charvarius Ward there to make the stop. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act to this first quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 32 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Kaepernick's going to run it, and he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead.
Vikings 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Big play there, Cousins to Thielen, 41 yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there, so I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. They try again with Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
It's third down and goal to go.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Montez Sweat with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
A 31-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give them confidence and let them rock and throw.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Rolling to his right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
At the Vikings 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And Washington has retaken the lead. To throw, Kaepernick. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too bad.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Cook. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Into the secondary again. And will be taken down at the 26. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Cousins on first down. Eluding the and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. 42-yard. Bailey's kick is good. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
At their own 41-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They run again on first down. Cook. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead.
The week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 75 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes this Washington 30. Vikings 27.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first and 10. At their own 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that? That maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Looking to throw on second down. Cousins. Going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. The 30, the 20, touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 75 yards as they have taken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Get changed.
there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they get into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Now they try the right side here. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Steps away to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Here we go on 4th down with Kaepernick. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Washington.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Kaepernick's going to keep it. He'll pitch it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. He completes this one to Mack. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Kaepernick now on first down. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Flush to his right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And Washington has taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
The kicker.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this certainly a key moment in this game. Trailing by 3, fourth quarter with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he will score. Touchdown. You probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you weren't going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, David.
Yeah, you did. You did. And they got the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. 37. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30.
Ready to show him.
And he'll bring it back all the way. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one that puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that puts you behind. Well, that score you just added on the board will energize them, or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Given 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Open man is Thielen is complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down from Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
1st and 10 at the 40.
They run the counter with Cook. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins being chased out left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
10 at the 27-yard line.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
It's 2nd and inches at the 17-yard line.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Back to throw. Kaepernick. Got a man open, and Sutton is going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, but it's going to be 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
48.
Point after, right down the middle. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One last shot now for Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Washington moving on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. Stiff on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Stiff on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Here for the keeps, had to make out with a feast, a family to feed, third cold with the trophies to beat. EA got me in the game now. Breathe on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing to the heel.